Speak, something more relaxing. Jokes, stories. Tell us that we all tzaddikim. Tell us the Rabbi promised all of us go to heaven. This is what we want to hear. We don't want to hear that I'm not modest and that I'm not tzaddik and I'm not keeping Shabbos 100%. I don't want to hear these things. Just be positive, Rabbi. You know they say in America, think positive, it will be positive. It's another nonsense. You can think positive as much as you want. If you're Mechalel Shabbat, it's not going to help you think positive. You're a murderer, you're murdering people, but I think positive. Believe me, I love Hashem. I kiss the mezuzah every day before I leave the house. But you're killing people, what do you expect? No, but I think positive. Didn't the Rabbi say think positive? Any one of you buy this nonsense? I'm just curious.
People justify all the time.
Yes. Of course, when my wife tells me go to the doctor, you have your annual exam, it usually takes a few weeks until I agree to go. Why? What is he going to tell me now? Do this, lose weight, do this. It's not so comfortable to hear this musar. In the end, when I have the conflict between my brain and my heart, the brain wins in the end, and I go. But some people, the heart always wins. They want to feel good. That's why, pay attention, which speakers today in the world are very popular? The clowns, the jokers, people who speak about Hollywood and tell stories, then they never ever say one strong, shaking things in their lecture. They'll not intimidate anyone. Well, you can sit for an hour and enjoy. Speak a little bit about Emunah, speaking about a little bit about things, that's it. But it's not obligating me to change. When I leave the lecture, I'm so happy, so relieved. I tell you something, my father once went to one very famous rabbi for Shabbat Chatan. He was sitting next to him in a table. And now, Baruch Hashem, many years ago, I was telling my father how he has to be strict in keeping Shabbos, that with Shabbos there's no discounts. Oti beni uvenechem, that's the covenant with Hashem for eternity. So when he sat next to this rabbi, he didn't know who he is. He didn't know him personally. So the entire Shabbat, this rabbi, which is a famous speaker in Israel, did not ask my father one question. Are you Shomer Shabbat? You're religious? You're not religious? Nothing. So right Sunday, my father called me up. You see, I knew you exaggerate. I said, how did you come to this conclusion? He said, I was sitting by this rabbi the entire Shabbat next to him. Now one word he told me about Shabbat. I said to him, come on, his daughter getting married, it's a simcha. In the middle of his simcha, he also come to work. He does it all day, every day, for years. Now it's a simcha, he wants to eat, to talk, divrei Torah, he's going to start giving you to rebuke you. So I said to myself, look how the human mind works. Now, the rabbi didn't come and say to him, like some rabbis say, you're tzaddik, you have nothing to worry, it's enough you're a Jew, you have nothing to worry about it, Kol Yisrael yesh lahem chelek la'olam haba, all these lies to make him feel good. No, he didn't tell him you're great, you're good. He only did not tell him, are you Shomer Shabbat or not? He already came to the conclusion that it's not so bad. Because if it was so bad, this rabbi who always gives speeches would tell me something, no? See how the mind works. What happened when you go to a lecture of a place and a person say to you, you don't have to be afraid of Gehenom. Gehenom is not what you think. There's no really such a thing over there. Everybody is a tzaddik, we all diamonds. Who wants to change? Who wants to change? Those lectures are poison. It keeps you in your level or make you worse. Make you better, it will never make you better. The purpose of lectures is that after the speaker left, you cannot sleep at night. You begin to think, look at me, I'm really not modest. I have to do something about it. Look at me, I'm not honest. I have to change. Look at me, I'm not davening correctly. I have to change. Look at me, I love all kinds of criminals. I make Hashem upset. So it makes you open up your eyes. That's the purpose of lectures. Otherwise, what's the point? I said to one speaker, one of my students, he's a big chacham today, he's rising in Israel. I said to him, one thing I want to teach you. This one you must learn from me. I don't care what you're going to speak, because anyway no one will remember your speeches after an hour. One thing you make sure, that in every one of your lecture, minimum 5 minutes of the lecture will be heart-burning. That will shake the mind and the heart of every listener of the crowd. The rest you can say whatever you want. Anyway, nobody remembers it. You ask someone, no, can you tell me what the lecture that you went to last night? If they remember 2 minutes, it will be a miracle. But if someone there was Michalel Shabbos and he just found out he has no share to the world to come, and he exclude himself out of Judaism, and even in a Jewish cemetery they cannot. I didn't know that. So now that's all he remembers. What do you remember? Wow, this rabbi is a killer. He told me that I'm worse than a goy.